Hello, I'm Ian Smith from the University of the West of England and I'm part of the UK SelfCity team.
Can you please explain the aims and objectives of the SelfCity-Project?
Well, the SelfCity-Project is looking at how communities face up to the climate change challenge. Climate change is a major challenge to society, the economy and the environment. Historically, we've tended to look at what governments can do to face up to this and how markets might provide greener stuff that we can buy. But what's been neglected, or what perhaps has been ignored slightly in all this, is communities. So looking at current projections, perhaps we might say that markets have been rubbish at helping us face up to climate change. Governments have not really done much either. So we're left with what can communities do for themselves. Historically, communities have tended to get organised when markets fail and governments aren't doing perhaps what their communities are expecting of them. So the SelfCity-Project is going to be looking at those grassroots, that community-led process to better understand that. So the SelfCity-Project itself will work with community groups to help them, or to facilitate their learning, to help them learn the lessons that they've learnt as they've got organised, as they've faced up to the climate change challenge. And we'll be looking at a kind of perhaps a neglected area of study.
Why is this important?
Well, as I said, it's been perhaps perhaps slightly neglected over the years, as we've tended to concentrate on what governments can do and what markets can provide. So we want to re-engage with that kind of that community process and see what communities are doing and see what lessons they feel they've learned and want to pass on to other activists, other community groups, both within the UK but perhaps wider across Europe. So the SelfCity-Project, in working with community groups, is the plan is to sort of engage and to work with the expertise that exists within these community groups.
And what will the outputs of the SelfCity-Project be in the UK?
Well, the outputs are going to be at three different levels. The first level is going to be the level of the community groups we're working with. So we're in the research plan is to work very closely with two groups in the southwest of England to help them reflect on what they do and to help them make us understand about the lessons that they've learnt over this period. So at one level, we want to make an impact with two groups. At the second level, we want to work with these groups to sort of pass that learning on, I suppose, to understand the lessons, to create, to put it in a form that other people can learn from as well. And then at the third level, what we want to do is create recommendations for local government, for central government, to help so that central government, local government can better facilitate these grassroots groups. After all, most climate change adaptation and mitigation is going to take place in communities. It's not going to be done by governments, and markets may eventually follow on if communities get their act together.